Asian sesame. Asian sesame. Go ahead and pull the fork out. Let's remove the lid. Alright, here we go. Okay. Very crisp lettuce. Very crisp lettuce, which is a good thing. Fresh chicken. Hello, our family. So I'm eating this plus my baked chicken and then a honey and sweet chili sauce from Panda Express. I added about 2 tablespoons of that as well because of the chicken. I didn't want the sauce to be underwhelming for the salad, so I added an additional dressing to it. But it came out pretty good so far. Oh, it's pretty tasty actually. I've never had an Asian style salad before. It's definitely different. Oh, thank you. That hat's not supposed to be on though. This is a food video hat. That's the Oregon Ducks hat. I wasn't paying attention. Wow. Well, Parker plays. You're pretty messed up. What moderator handled it? What moderator is here right now? I should not have any moderators here right now. Why are you saying yay? I'm sorry, what'd you say? I can't see your chat anymore. You've been hidden. Huh. I'm eating this plus my baked chicken and then some honey sweet chili sauce. A very healthy looking salad. Heavy on the chicken breast, aka the protein. Wash what, you dumb shit? That portion you have to share. I mean, honestly, this is enough salad for 2 people, but my fast is gonna eat the whole thing. But considering the dressings and vinaigrette and no sugar, yeah, it's a fairly healthy salad. I wish I was Butterbean's son. I'm some crackhead pill addict son. My parents were drug addicts, not a professional boxer. I made it out the hood to become something successful. I was not coddled as a child with a celebrity father. Thank you, our family. Oh yeah. Enough to fuel me through the rest of this game life I have on over here on Red Dead Redemption 2. Well done for breaking the cycle. Huh. That was my goal, not to end up like my crackhead parents. Yep, I have a full-time job, a part-time job, and YouTube. On top of that, I'm a private caretaker for my injured mom. Do I work almost all the time. Most people work 7, 8 hours a day. I work like 18 hours a day. That's our family. I've lost almost 70 pounds since Christmas Eve. My arms aren't huge, but they are about 15 and a half, 16 inches right now. I bench press about 245, 250. Not very much. My max was 325. Single arm curl 60, double arm curl right now about 135, 140. And I'm trying. I started doing the keto diet. I only break my keto when I'm doing food videos for my food channel. My dad was a semi-professional professional football player turned to crackhead. His name was Tony. Yeah, since my mom got hit by a truck, I've been her full-time caretaker. I look after her a lot. I say crack as a joke. It was really pain pills. He was stabbed defending someone, and he got addicted to pain pills, and his life just went to shit after that. The first time he got on pain pills was after he broke his ankle while training on the training camp for the Rams, the football team, the NFL team. He was signed a 5-year contract for a right wing, middle wing linebacker for the Rams, and he broke his ankle at practice, and they cut his contract. Then he kind of got hooked on pills, got off of them, got stabbed, got back onto them, and never got off of them after that. I agree. That's why when I was shot, when I was stabbed, when I was hit by a truck, when I had surgery, during all these events, I only ended up taking 1 or 2 painkillers because I just didn't want to get hooked on that cycle like my dad. So many people get hooked on pain pills now. It's sad. Unfortunately, pain pills have a long-lasting effect on people, and they tend to become a very addictive substance. So I've tried to never need them, and when I need them, I try to take very little to none of them. Dude, I've had surgeries, and the doctor's like, "We're gonna write you like a 12-week prescription for for pain pills." No, I'm good. Like, I just, I don't want to get hooked like my dad. I got shot in the knee and then had knee surgery. I ended up taking a pill the day after the surgery, and then a pill the next night, and then the next morning. And then after that, I was like, nope, I'm not taking any more of these. Back, I had back surgery, and they wrote me a prescription for a high-end OxyContin, and I was like, nope. I told the doctor, I do not want this prescription. I won't cash this prescription in. I won't use this prescription because I'm not going to take the chance. Too many people get hooked, and my dad got hooked way hard. I'm not going to become a victim of his outcome. I mean, I try. Watching your parents fail is a good teacher. I always say nothing breaks a man or builds a man faster than a good woman or a bad woman. A good woman can make you feel like a king, can make you feel like a president, can make you feel like you can do anything. And a bad woman will leave you feeling like there's nothing you can do that's good enough for anyone. A bad woman will make you feel like everything you do is a failure and everything you do is a waste of your time. That's why I say a woman can either build you up or tear you down. I don't disagree at all. Him, I shouldn't say him. I did. I agree with you. Uh, I just unfortunately with society, modern society, women have become. I don't want to say degenerates, but they're not classy or respectable like they used to be. There is the occasional, but it's so hard to find now. I completely agree. Traditional morals have been stainwashed by modern society, and the trajectory of current media, music, news, it's just sending us down a path that's only going to make us more toxic over time. I don't disagree. Him, uh, unfortunately, men aren't dependable like they used to be either. You know, it's not just women. You know, Men now more than ever are coddled and protected and precisely. I agree. As someone who's raised by a pair of drug addicts, I can concur. Seeing you stay healthy like that, that's in the mind and perspective of the beholder. You know, some people might see one thing, but other people will think of that exact same outcome completely differently. Like Middle Eastern men think differently than American men, who think differently than Spaniard and Italian men, who think differently than African men. And the reason that is our culture is what teaches us genuinely. We learn through culture. You know what we're grown up with, what we're raised around, and that indication will teach us in the long run how to act. And it's not always the accurate, you know, way to do it, but unfortunately, most people it's how they're raised. That's why there's this thing called nature versus nurture. You know, it has a huge indication on how you're raised, on how you'll become as an individual. You can have a good heart and a good soul, be raised by very toxic individuals, and come out a bad guy. For example, there's a series in DC Universe where Superman, instead of living in America, lives in Russia and grows up under Mother Russia. He becomes a completely different person. Same with when he is raised with the Luthers instead of with the Kents. Instead of having a wholesome person who was raised by wholesome people and becomes the American hero and the world hero, he's raised by villains and becomes an asshole and the destroyer of worlds. That's why it's very important how we interpret our upbringing. For example, I was raised by two drug addicts, and one of them was essentially a Nazi. You know, I grew up in a very racist home where I thought racism was the natural outcome derived from white people towards other people. As an adult now, learning through prospects, change, and moving around and just learning people, I've learned that's not how you act. We shouldn't judge people based on their appearance or their color, but by their actions and their words. Just because someone is fat doesn't mean we should call them lazy. Just because someone is a different color doesn't mean we should assume they're a criminal. We should judge people based on the things they say and the things they do, not by the way they look or the way they appear. Because the saying is, don't judge a book by its cover. That's important. So many people look at something and think instantly how they should react towards it. Our family, I completely understand with that. You know, I grew up in a household with two drug addicts, and they were always yelling at each other. Yeah, we have to be free thinkers. And that's why the Almighty Creator made us the way that He did. Yes, many people have a selfish personality. Well, they'll choose what benefits them over what may hurt someone else. And it's sad. You know, we're in very modern times, and we have an understanding for people that we never quite had before. Unfortunately, slavery is bigger now worldwide than it was even 100 years ago. People just don't know how to treat people. I agree. I always say to those people who say people can't change, they didn't know me when I was 16 because they would totally disagree people can't change. 16-year-old me and 32-year-old me would have total disagreements on almost everything. People only grow when they're willing to change. And most people are only willing to change when life has hit them with such a curveball that they have no other option. Unfortunately, most people aren't willing to change until they're forced into change. I myself saw an opportunity where I said, I don't like the person I've become, and the only way I'm going to be a better person is if I change it. Think about things differently, and react towards things differently. And now I'm a much kinder person because of that. When I was 18 years old, I was a homophobic racist growing up in a Nazi home. Now my best friends are black, Mexican, and gay. I completely agree. It is very easy for people to judge. honestly give this like an 8 or 9 out of 10 for a packaged salad. I didn't expect this Asian sesame to be good, but this was actually quite a banger. It tastes good. It's filling. I'm full. All I did was add like a chicken breast and a half and a little bit of extra Asian sauce. And I'm good. I think this is a very good and filling salad. I think it had a different style dressing, but a dressing that I enjoyed. So I would give this an 8, 9 out of 10. And this is a very good packaged salad. It's not what you're going to expect. It's not like a traditional salad by any means. The dressing is very different. That's what you would expect on a stir fry. But for some reason, it just works on a salad. On a different level, I would never have expected. The sweet and savory mixed with the lettuce and cabbage and carrots, it comes out different. This salad, it's like a salad meets a coleslaw, but like an Asian style coleslaw, and I just think it was good. The baked chicken that I made was very well rounded with this salad, so I'll say it's a 9 out of 10 salad. Like this was between how freshness it was, how crisp it was, the flavor in it, everything else. I'd say this is a solid 9 out of 10. I mean, it can't get much better than this for a salad. I actually think this was better than some of my ranch and Caesar dressings salads that I've had, and I like those salads. This dressing is as I said, it's different. It is a Asian sauce. I would say it's like a sweet and sour vinaigrette, and then I mix that with a honey and sweet chili, and it just made an interesting sauce. All in all, it came out very flavorful and quite good. I'm full, and yeah, that's my recommendations. Words, we love chicken better than ranch and Caesar. Honestly, I wouldn't say it's better than ranch or it's different. Like, I like a good chicken Caesar salad, and ranch is my favorite dressing because I use it on a lot of different items. But at the same time, it's not different. I mean, it's not like a normal salad. It's almost like having stir fry, but with fresh greens. Hell no, you capping? I'm not capping. I'm being straight honest. I think that this was way better than I expected. You know, I got this because I thought it'd be a funny review, and I honestly thought it would suck. I went into this having zero expectations of enjoying the food. I actually thought I'd take a bite or two and talk about how gross it was, or how it just didn't work. But I was wrong with my original assumption that it wouldn't be good. It was actually quite delightful. It is two different worlds. This salad was more like a stir fry salad, and a Caesar salad is more like you eat with a sandwich or a pasta. There are two different types of salads that complement two different types of meals. But this was a very good and tasty salad. You know, I didn't expect it to be. You know, I saw Asian style chopped salad. I said, this is gonna be gross. I'm gonna do a video of it, thinking I'd have like a reason to give it a 3 or a 4, and I can't. I can't find a reason to give this salad a 3 or a 4. Yeah, and because of the way I baked the chicken, it went really well with the sweet and sour, sweet chili honey sauce. I'm not quite sure what the dressing was. It was different, but I find it to be quite enjoyable. I will actually be getting this salad kit again. Alright, folks, I'm going to go back to Red Dead Redemption 2 on my game channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to see me on my game channel, go ahead and go to the homepage of this channel, scroll down and find the recommended list, click I'm Turtle Ninja and give that a sub. and you can join me on online games or watch me play games. Yeah, Words, I didn't realize you were on the food channel and that channel, but good to see you're an active member. We're just trying to show himself. He's like, I want to be an admin. They good. They good at seasoning. In Asia, one good sauce make anything amazing. Yeah, no, you're completely right. I mean, that's why they have like, for example, Marfar chicken is mid, but General Tso's chicken or orange chicken, ooh, people will eat that by the bucket. And then the only difference between Marfar chicken and General Tso's chicken and Marfar chicken and orange chicken is the sauce. So Asia proves that sauce can make or break a meal. Have you ever tried Puri Puri? No, I have not. I don't even know what you're saying there, Words. I assumed it was a style of chicken. I'm just saying I've never heard of it or seen that before. Well, I will have to look it up. Puri Puri chicken. Well, it gives me something to do a video on. I enjoy making things I've never made before. Often I do it successfully. That's why when people say, what can you cook? What can you make in the kitchen? I say, pretty much anything you're gonna ask. I know how to do fried almost anything. I know how to saute. I know how to make noodles from scratch, bread from scratch, soy sauce, teriyaki, mustard, ketchup, ranch, mayonnaise, barbecue sauce. I can make all those sauces from scratch. Marinara from scratch. I know how to make cheese. I know how to make mozzarella. I know how to make cottage cheese. I know how to make American. I know how to make cheddar. I know how to make ricotta. So, pretty much almost anything you can ask for. Flambeing to grilling to sauteing to baking to grilling. I got it. Oh, flame style chicken is absolutely delicious. Thank you. It was nice seeing you. Hopefully I see again. Has been a very positive and observational person alive. So, show yourself again. Have a good day. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Alright, folks. Thank you for coming. I hope you've liked, I hope you've subscribed, and I hope you come back for more. I hope you come to the game channel. I'm Turtle Ninja. As I said before, and I'll say it again, go to the home page of this channel. Scroll down to the recommended list. Find I'm Turtle Ninja. Give that a sub, and come watch me play video games. Or maybe even just join me in a lobby. Call of Duty, Fortnite, Apex, Halo, League of Legends, Rocket League, and so many other games. But until next time, folks, Crazy Kyle, out.